Hi, my name is Chin Han and you're watching Bellus TV.
Hi, I'm Leslie and I'm with Bellus Magazine and we're here with Chin Han. Hi Chin, how are you doing?
Hi Leslie.
So tell us a little about your experience. I know you've been in the film industry for what, like over 20 years now. Done everything from directing to producing to acting. And tell us a little bit about your experience.
I haven't done singing.
Oh, haven't done singing?
Yeah.
Maybe a little dancing?
Yeah,
little...
looking to cut an album soon.
Oh, cool.
I'm kidding. But I started out in the theater and then, you know, that kind of went into television, and obviously 7 years ago, I think, that, you know, there was a life-changing experience working with Chris Nolan on The Dark Knight. So that was amazing. And it's been fun, you know.
Yeah. What was it like crossing over from Asia to the US? Was there any challenges, any struggles for you that you felt,
Well, you know, I mean, the Hollywood is such it's a monolithic kind of institution, and you get the sense of it when you come here, especially on a movie like The Dark Knight, which is the scale of which is amazing. I remember the first day being on set, being flown to London from Los Angeles, getting to Coddington, which is 2 hours outside of London, and the first thing I see is Christian Bale in his Batsuit doing a photo shoot with the Batmobile, and that was the first day on set, basically.
That's surreal. I mean, that's
awesome.
It's
surreal, yeah, it's crazy.
What was it like working with Christopher Nolan?
Christopher Nolan is I can only compare him to a general on a battlefield or an admiral, leading a fleet of ships. I mean, he's such a powerful director, in terms of his thoughts and his ideas and his execution of them too.
Great. And you've worked with a lot of great directors, Gus Van Sant, Soderbergh. How do you feel like, working with such great people? Like, what was your experience like? Do you, do you get nervous still, like, when you're meeting these directors?
Definitely, because, I mean, not only you get, you want to bring your A game to these directors, I mean, who are just so unique in their perspective. They tend to attract a lot of good talent as well. So when you're in a movie like with, for example, Steven Soderbergh, the people you're acting with is Marion Cotillard or, Matt Damon, and, with Gus Van Sant as well. So it's not only the directors, I mean, it's the talents that surround them, that are kind of challenging. I mean, they challenge you to bring your A game. So I feel better in that kind of environment.
Yeah. Feel a little challenged.
Yeah.
They make you a better actor.
It does.
You got to bring your A game.
It does. I mean, when you're on set with Morgan Freeman at 6:30 in the morning, and he's right there with you, word perfect, and such an imposing figure. He brings such a presence to the screen. You can't lose a second of focus, with these actors.
Oh, and you have a big movie coming out.
Yes.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
What's it like working with that cast?
Oh, that cast was amazing. I mean, I think for working with Robert Redford, I think that pleased my parents no end. I think so.
They're like calling you, put Robert on the phone.
Yeah, but put Bob on the phone.
Oh.
You gotta call him Bob.
Oh, okay.
Put Bob on the phone. I think that was the icing on the cake for that experience. On top of the fact that it's such a great not only action movie, it's a political thriller as well. And I like to do these movies that kind of cross genres. I mean, Dark Knight was a superhero movie, but also like a crime movie. And with this movie, I think the Russo brothers have kind of done such a wonderful job with that. So that was a good time, just to see this legend, work in front of you. And there were times when I was just mesmerized by him. I mean, I'm literally just sitting there watching him, and he's so charismatic, and he literally glows. And I don't think it's
not just the hair product.
I don't think it's the hair product. I think or the backlighting.
Yeah.
He glows. So,
you hear that, Bob? You glow. Well, tell me about your character, Councilman Yen, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the character you play.
So we work in this the World Security Council, basically, and there are 4 of us from all over the world, including Bob, who's part of it, and we oversee SHIELD, just to ensure peace and harmony in the world. But of course, there's also the question of too many cooks spoiling the broth. you know, and so there's there are power struggles and intrigue in the world of these organizations.
Yeah. Did you really enjoy playing this role? Do you feel like you might relate with him at all?
With the character?
Yeah, with your character.
With Bob.
Let's just talk about Bob.
Let's just talk about him. You know, no. It was a cameo. It was a good time.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a good way to spend the summer, really, for me.
Yeah.
So I just show up and I stand wherever they want me to stand.
Yeah. Was it fun working with the Russo brothers?
The Russo brothers are amazing because you know you know their history with Arrested Development and all these movies. So they may not seem the obvious choice at first. But I think they bring so much humanity and humor to a movie like this, and I think it elevates it. It makes it so much more special. Yeah.
So you have a new project coming out soon.
Yes, I just finished a movie with Michelle Yeoh, one of my favorites from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She doesn't fight that much in this movie, but we play a family of celebrity chefs, and that's very exciting. The movie's called Final Recipe, and we shot it in Thailand, and you know I got to learn how to cook and everything, so that was fun.
Tell us about the TV series that you're also in.
Right. So I also did a TV series for HBO Asia.
Okay.
With Joan Chen, and it's a film noir. It's set in the 60s, and you know when Asia was a hotbed of political intrigue with MI6, the CIA, Australian intelligence, and of course the rising Communist Party and the government forces, basically. So that it was a very interesting experience to do as a period piece. You know, I got my hair slicked back and brill creamed, and it was good fun. You know, and to go on set, we shot it in Indonesia as well. I mean, the sets were huge, and you get transported, you know, the minute you step on set to these old post-colonial houses, and it's so easy to act in that kind of environment. But it's good fun. I mean, it's a lot of action, and I always enjoy doing that stuff.
What's the series called?
It's called Serangoon Road. It's referencing a stretch of Singapore where all the forces come to play.
And what is your character?
I played the scion of a big crime family. You know, I liken him to a cross between Sonny Corleone and Michael. He's dangerous, but he's also very, very unpredictable.
What do you do to prepare for a role like that?
I
mean, do you go out and, you know, sling your gun around? Like, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, in Arizona?
Yeah. Is that where it was?
Yeah, you go train in Arizona.
Do some shooting.
Apparently you can drive around in a car with a gun, right? In Arizona.
There's some states that you can.
Oh, right, okay. No. That's not how you prepare for it. No, I read up a lot of the history books. You know, I mean, I was looking at a lot of pictures. You get a lot from that. You know, I mean, it's so funny how people used to take pictures, right? You know, I think the legacy of this particular generation of ours with their phones would be the selfie. Basically, they didn't have selfies back then.
No, they didn't.
Right? I mean, they were all so stiff and starched. You know, I mean,
it was like taking a prom picture.
Yeah, you know, and it was so interesting. I mean, just to look at all those pictures and to try to get in the heads of these men, you know, who were obviously doing heinous things, but were still looking incredibly respectable. So I think that was that was a wonderful research, you know, because that, and obviously starting on a low carb diet, because that would really just make you grumpy and moody all day long, okay. Which would be perfect for the role.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
I love the method. I mean,